You either float or you sink it. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. It's the real ones can vouch, they thought I was done, but all I got, you gotta play.
So, what you think?
Yo, you absolutely crushed it. This final edit really took it to the next level, man. I mean, you gotta be looking for an agency job, bro.
I'm glad we on the same page, man. There's gonna be a lot of eyes on this.
What you doing? Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go! Chicago 98! If you know what I mean. I got my own 2 cents, if you know what I mean. I take the check over the trip, if you know what I mean. I pick the mortgage over rent, if you know what I mean. Here we go, here we go. Me and all my is winning. Okay. Remember back when I could never say what I'm doing. Alright. Nowadays I text my lawyer, ask what the deal is. He texts me back and say that is over $1 million. Ayy, I might forget to reply. Too many messages, most of them read. I'm a popular guy. Why? I didn't say why. Always dividing the pie, but slapping the hands of the ones that show up to the party expecting a slide. Please don't be one of them guys. Was never my vibe. But I done been celebrating so much these days. I'm seeing twice. Guess it's just one of them nights. I'm taking one of them flights. They let me recline bed. Out when they cut off the lights. Up when they cut on the mic. Like, we about to land and I hope you enjoyed it. I walk in the party and everyone know my. You by the line and you looking all blown it. You ain't on my list, so you pointing this pointless face. Nice, but she scheming on the low. I just cut to the chase. Ask her, do you want the new friends? No way, they be scheming for the dough. Ring the bell, I open up, see they face and close the door. I got my own 2 cents, if you know what I mean. I got my own 2 cents, if you know what I mean. I take the check over the trip, if you know what I mean. I pick the mortgage over rent, if you know what I mean.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Rich Eisen. And it's that time of the year. You can feel it in the air. The start of a new NFL cycle as we get into the offseason. And if you're one of those highly touted quarterbacks entering the draft, particularly the one coming out of Oklahoma, you're going to be in high demand, getting pulled in all sorts of directions. I mean, if you thought you were popular in college, well, just you wait. That's why it'll be key for these kids to make the right decisions with their free time, and not just leading up to the draft, but as professional athletes as well. And that actually sets up our next segment, something we've been teasing since the top of the show.
Brandon, hey, Jordan. Hey, so listen, I know you.
Second week of training here at Nike.
All right, so let's get to the...
If you haven't heard the name Jordan Wright,
the eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as it'll be the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. For the right to play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
A nice throw right there, Charles. And what a season this young man's had at the quarterback position. 44 touchdown passes, just the 6 interceptions. You'd have to think. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Jamon Mason, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Sooners have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself something for defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Lynch to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 1st down, it's Lynch. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Well, we know how important it is, Charles, to have a quarterback who can take off and run with it when need be. This is a great job right here.
And he just exhibited what he's shown throughout his career, and one of the reasons why they like him so much in today's football, his ability to use his feet and get out of trouble or create plays. His legs are going to be a big part of his game as he moves on. In fact, before the game, I talked with a veteran scout. He just told me,
and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a home. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On first down, they go with Dixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with Dixon. And taking it across midfield and it inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Lynch to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Being chased, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Sooners add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Foster. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 35 on second down, Lynch. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Simpson. Still shedding tackles. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Jamon Mason, his second touchdown of the night. And the Sooners add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach.
And his first carry, he loses the football. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Into double coverage, and it's entered. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So, 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Mac Edwards, 41 yards. And the Sooners are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Very short kick. This will be tipped. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. Oh, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
The Sooners are going to line up and go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
as we
tight
speak.
With the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He gets it complete to Harris.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now a draw play with Dixon. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So led by a collective team effort.
Well, we're now just a few days away from the college football playoff championship.
Well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship as it'll be the Clemson Tigers taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. Set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. We are underway in the national championship game. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Clemson punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or two as he's tackled just shy of the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big pickup there on the scramble.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking long for Thomas. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Sooners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. From 17 yards out. And the Sooners add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor eluding the pressure right. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 39, Taylor. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Taylor. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Out to his left.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Simpson reels it in over the middle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The Sooners just 1/2 away from hoisting the trophy. What a story this would be. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Mac Edwards, 61 yards, and the Sooners add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored again. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this this game. They needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Sooners add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
And caught it up, and this will be scooped up by the defense. Wiggles free, and now the juke.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
And he is in. Touchdown, Sooners. A great play there. Their second touchdown of the night. And the Sooners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Sooners take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. Now they set up. The screen, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to
continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Sooner offense back out ready for their next possession. Steps away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Forced out to his left. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Again the juke. Again with a juke. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the keeper. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Folks, the celebration is on in Norman. For the first time since 2000, the Oklahoma Sooners are the national champions.
You the one.
For all my listeners out there.
No matter the game.
The results from all your performance.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammals. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. I'll be walking into a role where I'll be expected to be a leader. Man, my agent warned me that some of these questions would be random. Yesterday I was asked about my favorite marine mammals, and now you guys got me singing karaoke? Man, I can't believe it.
Well, the good news is, and I don't mean any offense by this, but we know for sure your game tape is better than your singing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got that all figured out.
So if you don't mind, I want to go back to your last college season. Career. But did you feel like you needed to win the national championship?
No doubt about it. When I made my college decision, I didn't set out to break records or even end up #1 pick in the draft. My goal was to win national championships. Winning is all that matters to me.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be good to get back home.
Yo, I got some good news before you came down. Your boy graduated, leveled up. Finally got Jordan to pass me her brand connects.
Not all of them. So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it going to be?
Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't with the risk. Yeah, you gon' feel it in a kiss. You gon' feel like you the one. You just want us on the list. Don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love. I'm just looking out for you.
Have some fun out here for a shot. We'll do it, my boys. Take your time.
Don't compare me to employees who hoping they see a check. I'm in a drop top McLaren, just hoping I see an X. She hoping we reconnect, no chance. I'm trying to be bigger than the Beatles, not hold hands. Keep on throwing stones, I'ma make statues. No face tats, but people got my face tattoos. Free in the damn, I'm being free as I am. Speaking belief in the people sitting with reason to stand. We just might be needing their hand. I got you. Night wonder blessed, provided the gospel. I feel God like my fans are. Feel like apostles. Model your mind after mine, and you gon' be just fine. Model your mind off these other guys, and you gon' die. Why I'm always at the head of the table, follow my lead. I'm a money tree, women trying to. You wasn't with me at my roots though. I've been on the quest for love, women with a roots grown potential like the Juco. Had to catch me in the backseat with my lap in Utah. So we to a jazz beat, it's actually therapeutic. She flashed from Ferris Bueller, swimming out in terms of Vegas. Beware the barracudas. I got heart on the cars, my life is just the effect. Switch up, my reality, living in VFX. Made $500,000 and fell asleep on a jet. Atlanta ain't seen this since BMF, but my account will reinvest. The stress, might drop you back in albums in a year like DMX. Keep on living in my light and let my faith just lead the way. Cause if I'm taking y'all's advice, I'm probably making y'all's mistakes instead. I'm out in Egypt, just basking in the results. Listening to myself and mapping out all my goals. My career is a point of self-confidence.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slaying through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got a head on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you're not permitted. My hunters matching my Dodger feeling, playing my goal, ain't no stopping it.
Here we go.
we go. We're just gonna run up the numbers. They was tough, but we turned them to runners. Ain't no way that we going back under. Give them nothing, we straight out the gunners. Better than John on the pass. Can't stop going. She wanna make you get in. Every time I do it, I raise the bar. Like the coach, I can show you the way to fall. Hit the 71. I'm gonna play the peanut butter function. I just wanna go and be a husband. Only hunters, book bills, like a gun. Hey, hey, now I gotta talk loud 'cause the bass is thumping. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I bounce so low, staying at the store. Throw on my turf, so everybody knows. So I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. Yeah, I'm too. I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm going nuts.
to owe me back.